Obviously, TPP has been a big subject of discussion in the past few days. And the way I look at it is, did we really have a choice to participate or not participate? In my opinion, we had no choice. The analogy I use on that is it's like in sports. Somebody says, do you want to join the major league or do you want to stay in minor? Obviously, we would be very disappointed if our government says, no, we just want to stay in the minor. When the decision is to join the major league, then the whole focus is trying to sit at the table and negotiate the rules of the game. So obviously when you make that decision, then you have to do your best to understand the rules of the games and do what's best for Canada. And best for Canada, not only in one sector, but all sectors of the economy. So on that point, I think at the end of the day, I think the government did a good job to negotiate as good a deal as they could, because you've got some major players at the table. You've got the US, you've got Japan, you've got Mexico. So I think the voice of Canada, they had to negotiate what they could. Now a lot of people say, well, should we walk away? Should we vote it in? My opinion, we have no choice. If you walk away right now, you're going back to the minor league. So back to my analogy. The only thing going forward is for us to compete. So when you decide to join the league, when you decide about the rules of the games, the next step is you need to understand what you need to do to compete. So yesterday's announcement of AIF was really a good news for me, a good news for the industries. For many years we've been trying to convince the government to change AIF from an interest-free loan, taxable loan, to a grant. And yesterday they've increased the amount, and then they also opened the scope in terms of what it would cover, and also it would be now a grant which has value to the investors. So now my job is to making sure that we can compete. How do we invest that money wisely to support the infrastructures? So the footprint, it's very important when we talk about the auto industries that we have solid mandate for the assembly plant. So we have a very strong representation here. We have 5 large OEMs, and of course many of them have good long-term product mandates. Some are still in negotiation. So the most important thing is we have a strong presence in the assembly plant. Then the supply chain will develop to support those plants. So we need to invest in the future. We need to invest wisely to try to support the change in technology. We need to invest wisely in the development of people, skills, and then how we're going to be able to manage the change and to be able to compete. To me, that is the biggest element of how we can move forward and strengthen the auto industry in Ontario and in Canada.